Hello friends. Hello friends. Today we are going to learn unit number 5, that is initialization of 80386, debugging and virtual 8086 mode. So these are the content of syllabus. As shown in this PPT, this unit is divided into three parts. First part is initialization, second part is debugging, and third part is virtual 8086 mode. We are going to cover this topic one by one. Let's start with the first part, that is initialization of 80386. First, understand what is initialization. Consider you want to start your computer. For that, you press the start button present in CPU. After pressing start button, certain values are set by processor. With the help of this value, processor start execution. These values are sufficient to enable execution of start program, but additional initialization must be performed by software before all the feature of the processor can be utilized. So the process of assigning the predefined value is called as a initialization. So in 80386, after a signal on reset pin, initialization start. Means when the reset pin is high, then initialization process start in 80386. So in initialization process, processor assigns some predefined value, and using that value processor take the next action. Now next point is processor state after reset. Means after pressing the reset pin, so what are the values to be stored in processor? So let's start with this point. So in this point we are going to understand the processor state after reset pin is at logic 1. As you know, when reset pin at logic 1, the processor store predefined value to various register. So first start with the EX register. So if it holds 0 value, then it pass the test. If EX contain non-zero value, then 80386 unit is faulty unit. So if EX 0, then it passes the test, and if EX contain non-zero value, then the 80386 unit is faulty. Then next is a DX register. As shown in this diagram, this is a part for the DX, and the complete register is called as a EDX. Okay, so DX contain two component. First is the component identifier, and second is revision number. So after a reset, as shown in this diagram, the DH, so this part is called as a DH. So this part is called as a DH contain value 3, which indicate an 80386 component, and DL contain a unique identifier for the revision level. So it is a unique identifier. It is also called as the stepping ID. Now next is a control register value. These are also called as the CR0, control register at 0. As you know, there are 4 control register present. So it control register contains predefined value. So we are going to see one by one. First is PG. So PG is paging enable. Okay. as shown in diagram, PG value is 0, means paging disable. Okay, so these are the predefined value. Then next is the ET. ET means extension type. So it indicates the presence of 80387. So what is 80387? It is a math processor. Math coprocessor. Then next is the task switch, TS bit. So as shown in this, it is also 0. Task switch is 0, means no task switching operation take place. Then next bit is EM bit. EM, it is a emulation bit. Again it is at a 0 level. Then next bit is MP, means math present. Okay, coprocessor, as it is 0, coprocessor not present. And last bit is a PE bit. So PE bit, it is a protection enable. So currently it is at a 0 level. So protection not enable means your processor is in real addressing mode. If this bit is 1, then your processor is in protected mode. So understand this. This is the important bit, the PE bit. Okay, so if it is 0, then your processor is in real mode, and if it is 1, then processor is in your protected mode. So when the reset pin is applied, your processor always start with the real mode. Then next are the remaining register and flag values after the reset pin. So first start with the E flag. So E flag contain value 00000002 hex. These are the hexadecimal value. Then value for the code segment, data segment, extra segment, stack segment, then FS and GS. So these are all the extra segment value. Then the IDTR. So IDTR again in base value is 0 and limit value is 03FFH. So all register not mentioned above are undefined. So these are the values after the resetting of 80386. Then next, university questions on the above topic. The first question is, what are the content of CR0 register after reset in 80386? Explain all related bits. So you have to draw this diagram. These are the content for the CR0. Then these are the values for the CR0 content. PG bit content 0. Then ET bit indicate either presence of 80387 or not. Then task switch, again these are value 0. So these are the predefined values. Then second question, what are the content of various register of processor 80386 after the reset? So you have to explain all this content, such as AX register, DX register, then control register, and the remaining register, code segment, flag register, ID, TR values. And third question, explain 80386 processor state after reset. So again the same answer, this question is repeated. So previous answer for the third. So question second and third contain the same answer.